Another question and I shared this in a previous question, that I had a very traumatic breakup and I gained a lot of weight as a protective system, and now I would like to...
Wait.
I know, I'm sorry.
It's all right. Don't be sorry about anything, but don't make up stuff.
So I gained some weight, and I want to know what thought patterns causes that, and what thought patterns can I, what vibration exactly to get.
You are really going to like this, and we are so appreciative that you've brought us to this first time extraordinary point of relevancy to all of this deliberate creating. Really, this is really a wonderful thing. So you know how we're talking about the stick, and then you began to envision a pile of sticks and all of these good feeling ends of all of these sticks, and then there's bad feeling ends of all of these sticks. So a breakup puts you on the bad feeling end of a stick, and then you jumped to the one on your body and you were also on the bad feeling end of the stick. You know how when people say, I sabotaged myself, do you think you ever sabotage yourself from the good feeling end of a stick? Or are you always in a funk down there on the bad feeling end, and then you say, when it rains it pours? Well, of course it does. You're on the wrong end of the pile. You're on the wrong end of the pile. So here's a question, really important one. Some of you already thought of it. That's why we thought of it. You think it's possible to feel really good about this stick and really bad about this one? It is. You can feel much more sure about money and much less sure about relationships, because your life experience has sort of trained you into the way that you feel. So that's possible, and that's what confuses you about the power of this process that we're teaching you right here, because sometimes you feel this way about a subject, but you usually continue to feel the same way that you felt about a subject because you don't actively decide that you're going to shift the way you feel, where this process will help you to do that. That's why you say, when it rains it pours. Why is that? Well, because my boyfriend broke up with me, and then I shut my finger in the door, and then I misbehaved at work and got fired. In other words, isn't that kind of how it goes? Because you didn't get hold of yourself and bring yourself back into alignment and remember who you really are and put it in perspective, and not let this one thing that happened that you're reacting to be a long time dominant reason for the vibration that you're offering. So we get it that you could grow up in a family where they've all been shutting their fingers in the doors for so long that they're just a bloody stumps everywhere, and that's all you get to see. We get it that that's how life could feel to you, but that was then and this is now. And then you didn't know what you know now. Then you didn't know about law of attraction, and then you didn't know about your inner being, and then you didn't know about this very productive vortex. Then you didn't know what you know now, but now you know it. Now you have choices. It's like a vibrational palette. If you don't know all of the wonderful things that you could eat, you might live on hot dogs. That's what kids want to do. It takes a while to convince them that there are other things that they might really enjoy, you say. Yeah? Something more?
Going back to the analogy of...
Do you find it interesting how many new things have happened during this segment of conversation? Can you feel how forward-looking you now understand, you now feel? Yes?
So using the same formula for attracting a partner in a relationship, given that there's so much contrast and not, you're saying, and there's a huge momentum there, which I've been working on.
So we're saying leave it alone for a while. Don't try to focus there. Focus on other things. And this is where this statement is going to serve you so well. These are universal laws, and as you hear them, you're going to understand this so powerfully. Step 1 is ask, and step 3 is let it in, and they are two completely different steps. So during struggles and trials and tribulations, you've taken a lot of step 1s. In fact, the majority, we could even go so far as to say all creation as it initially is launched happens in a step 1 moment. It's almost always strong contrast that causes you to launch these rockets of desires. And so step 1 is one thing, step 3 is something else altogether. So if every time you focus on the subject of, let's say, relationships, it takes you back to that end of the stick, then you want to stay off that subject. Focus on other subjects, stay general on that subject if you're going to get on it, and if you can, stay off of it altogether. Well, now, we've watched you enough. We're practical minded also. We get it that it's not likely that you're going to leave that subject alone altogether. And so you want to goose up the other end of it on all other subjects that feel good to you. The way we used to say it is, look for something easy to feel good about. Find some subject that's easy to feel good about. Kate, when she was little, Esther and Jerry bought her a new bed. Every night she crawled into bed with her parents, and they were wanting to find a way to get her to sleep in her own bed. And one night Tracy said to Kate, you know, Grandma would be really sad if she knew you weren't sleeping in your bed. And Kate said, Grandma's never sad. What else you got? What other form of manipulation would you like to try to apply to me right now? And that's what happens to you. Once you find something that you can take to the bank every time like that, then that will serve you so well, because it doesn't take many things like that in your pocket that you can get out any time that you want to. Any game of distraction is better than focusing on something that makes you unhappy.
What if the distraction is like alcohol or something that's negative? Would that still put you in the vortex?
Here's this pile of sticks. And the good feeling ends of all the subjects are over here, and the horrible feeling ends of all the sticks are over here. Where do you put passing out drunk? Where do you put that?
No, not passing out drunk.
Oh.
Like just having a glass of wine could put you in the vortex.
Talk to us about the glass of
I'll
wine.
give you-
Where are you? Who are you with? What does it feel like?
It feels great. I'm in a vacation.
Oh, so it's on this end of the stick.
Oh, okay.
Then
So it
what do
doesn't
you
matter.
think?
Okay.
It's not the subject of the alcohol. It's how you feel when you're doing it.
In addition to that, a quick question. I don't know if you're familiar with, I was in a dating app, and then of course it was my vibration, it was negative, so I was catfished. But for that one moment where my vibration went up because the person was so amazing, for that one, and then I was in the vortex enough that I caught on to it, but for that one moment my vibration went up, I won $500 in a scratchy. Although it was negative, it's the other end of the stick was a person who was going to con me.
Wait. Now, you were confusing about the ends of the sticks that you were on. So, what was going on when you won the $500?
I was delighted that I was in conversation with somebody that I thought was a dream person.
So what's the question?
So the question is, when you're with somebody that's not good for you in the beginning, you have high moments.
Doesn't matter. That was your decision later. In the moment that you were feeling high, what end of the stick were you on? In the moment that you won the jackpot, what end of the stick were you on?
That was good.
Is this difficult?
But so you're saying even in a bad relationship, the beginning, you could still use the momentum of the beginning stages before.
But you weren't focused on a bad relationship when you run the jackpot.
No.
This is the point that we're making. Reality is always two ends of the stick. Which end of the stick are you choosing to make your active reality? If you want to win jackpots, start finding more things to feel good about. Start expecting good things to happen to you. Does that feel logical to you?
So it doesn't matter if it was...
Reality doesn't matter.
Reality doesn't
it's
matter.
your reaction to reality. And since reacting to reality is hard to control, we're just asking you a little more to be a little less reactive to reality and a little more anticipating of positive reality. We'd like you to start making some stuff up.
Do I have the
we'd
power
like you
to like transform really traumatic things by using this power of reality?
For example, I won a jackpot. I won a $500 jackpot. I won a $500 jackpot. I won a $500 jackpot. I was feeling really good about this guy, and I won a $500 jackpot. And never tell the story that it didn't last. The $500 didn't last either. It's just a brief moment of happiness. Yes? But a stream of 500, now that's something else altogether.
How do we get to the stream? Just constantly practicing this.
By milking the $500 jackpot and not going to the other end of the stick. If you say I won $500 and you tell that story a lot, then that $500 has a much higher vibrational escrow than if you just faced reality that one day and never allowed yourself to feel the thrill of it again. Good?